So, hi everyone. Today I wanted to show you guys how to create a links page or like a link in bio page using the page builder Elementor. I'm currently logged into my WordPress.org or WordPress generated website. And I'm hosted on Bluehost. I've added all the information for that below. And I'm using Astra Pro as my general theme, but I just recently started using Elementor Page Builder, and I learned how to create a link in bio page. And these are really helpful if you're somebody like me that has a large amount of links that to share, and you don't want to have to keep using a third-party website or a third-party company. Like Linktree or Campsite or some of the other ones like that. And these are kind of nice too because you can adjust or customize the links or style to your liking and not have to pay extra fees for that. So let's get started. So I was going to show you basically how you would go about downloading Elementor. Elementor is free. They do have a pro option that's paid, but we're basically going to be sticking with the free version for today. So you would basically go to plugins and you would search for Elementor, and this is it. So you would download it and activate it. And once it's activated, you have a fair amount of options. So what you would do is if you're going to create a page, you would go ahead and click add new page. And then once your page opens, you would click the button that reads edit with Elementor. And that opens up the Elementor editor. I will say that every page is different. They have 3 different styles, and we'll get to that shortly. But my page is going to load a little differently than yours will because mine has the header and the footer and ads attached to it. So once it loads, you'll see what I mean. So as you can see, it has all of my prompts already, meaning, again, the header and the footer are there, and they have a couple different views. So let me show you what this is really quick before I forget. So you would click settings. This is the default view, and they have Elementor Canvas. Elementor Canvas would actually load blank if you're not set up with all of your existing banners and stuff. And this is what the canvas looks like, blank. So this is what it would actually look like. So it's completely blank and you can start from scratch. And they also have, the other one is Elementor Full Width, which gives you your header and your footer. And that's the one I believe I was using the other day when I created the page that I created. So you can basically do this fairly quickly. It just depends on your style. So I'm going to leave it this way. So it already has, as you can see, my header, and it has the footer. But we'll just do it this way. If you wanted to do it using the canvas, I'll show you what that looks like really quick, and then we'll switch back to this one. But if you wanted to do the canvas, you could, if you wanted to do something similar to, like, if anybody's familiar with Linktree, where you can have your photo, or you can have, a little information guide or little information notes along with your links. So let me give you a quick tour of Elementor. Elementor basically is a drag and drop page builder, which is really easy and really helpful. So they have the basic options, and then as you move down along, they have things that are like pro versions. So you would have to pay for those add-ons or the pro version to add those into your elements. So basically, if you wanted to start off, for example, with a page that was something similar to like a Linktree, let me show you what you would do. So you would find a little thing called like a team member, and you would drag and drop that there, and that gives you, once it loads, it gives you all of your information. So you would have your photo, your name, and anything else you'd like to add along with any social links. So when you wanted to update the social links, you would click social profiles, and they're kind of limited. It gives you like 4, so it gives you Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, which no longer exists, and in LinkedIn. So you would basically click on the little box and add your URL and add the information for opening it in a new window. So that's basically what you would do if you wanted to do it on a blank page, having information that was just specifically for you or for your visitor. So let's go back to the other page, the other view really quick, and I'll show you when you just want to do the Elementor full width. So we'll stick with the Elementor full width because that's what I used the other day. But again, everybody can use it differently. So the full width, as I mentioned, allowed me to keep my page banner and my header and my footer basically. And so what you would do is you would add whatever information you wanted. So if you wanted to give your page a heading, you could just drag it and drop it here. I don't know why my headings for some reason don't have a background. It just becomes text that blends into the background for some strange reason. So if this wants to go, there we go. So for some reason, I don't know why my text is doing that. So you'll have to forgive me for that. So we'll set the color to black so you guys can see it. We'll add a quick background color just to show you how to do this quickly. Let's just make it white. So this gives you an option where you can go ahead and add whatever text you wanted to add. So we'll just call this IG links. Oops, it would work if I could spell. There we go. And then you can also add any more text if you would like to on the bottom because they have a text editor option. So we'll just drag and drop that down there. So here's the text that's just auto-generated. We'll add a text color to black so you guys can see it. Add a background. Make it white. Oops, white. There we go. So we'll just leave that text there just to show you that you guys can add text if you want to. So if you actually want to start creating your links section, what you would do is you would click the buttons up on the right hand side and you can add your section, and you can add any type of section that you like. I found out when I did the 3 sections, for some reason it kept overlaying the buttons with the blank sections when I was viewing it in mobile, and I couldn't figure out how to fix that. So what I opted to do was just do one whole section. And I added my background color, if I can find it, so you guys can see the buttons. And then when you want to add buttons, basically what you do is you click on the button option and you just take it and drag it over. Everybody's buttons may be a different color. This just may be because I had already created a page like this, so it automatically saved that color button. But they do have the option of making it center. You can also have extra small through extra large. So if you wanted to have an extra large button, you can have that. Fixing the text is really easy. You would just click in the box where it reads text, click here. So you could just update it saying, you know, come pin with us. And then you could add your, I'm sorry, it's so slow. You could add your Pinterest link. And then when you want a link to open in a new window, you would click open in a new window. You can also adjust your buttons if you wanted it to be one large length button. You would actually change your background color for your button. So it would be edit button. and then we could just go ahead and change the background color. So if we wanted to change the background color, since it's already in my list, I would click that button, then it would just basically be that color. But if I wanted to do the actual background to make it all one color, I would click there, and then I would click the button again. If you wanted it to be a different color, you could do that. If you wanted to switch colors around a little bit to make it just a little different, you could also do that as well, just to kind of give something a bit of a contrast. So you had something different. Now to make the borders, I'll show you really quick how to make a border. It's really simple. So it says you click on where it reads border, and then you can adjust your type of border so they have a solid border. And then you would just do the width of the border. They have, you can link them if you want to. If you want to unlink them, you can just do a border, the different types and width on each side. They also have a border radius. I'm not too sure what that does, but let me show you what it looks like in the different views. So that's the thing that I do like about Elementor, is it gives you that option. So you would basically click on tablet and it would show you what a tablet view would look like. And then you could click on mobile and it'll show you what it looks like on your mobile phone. So let me show you really quick how to duplicate a button. So if instead of having to take a button and drag it into the section that you want, what you could do is you could actually make it bigger so you guys can see it. You can actually just click on the button, right click on the button, and in the drop down list you can click duplicate, and then it just automatically lines them all up for you, and then you can just fill them in as you go along. So that's basically what I did. This is what my final page looked like. Again, I kind of left it this way, but I like this because it's easy to use. It is a little time consuming to do it yourself, but it is kind of nice. So when you wanted to open another window or to show you how they work, I'll click on the Pinterest button. So it opens in another window and it takes me to Pinterest. So I just thought I'd walk you guys. Oh, one other thing before I forget. What you would do once you were completely done is you would click publish, and it would automatically be published, or you could save it as a draft or as a template. Either way, and you'd be able to do those to come back to if you wanted to edit it before you published it fully. If you clicked publish, it would publish as a regular page, and once you labeled it correctly, it would be the page that you were looking for. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.